Hi, my name is Katelyn Fox, and I'm here to convince you that humans are not the main cause for global warming. I'm going to give you 3 reasons as to why I believe that humans are not the main cause for climate change. First of all, Earth goes through natural cooling and warming phases such as the Ice Age and things like that. Number 2, there are natural disasters that disrupt the homeostasis of Earth's atmosphere and also the homeostasis of which organisms and the environment live and to kind of hold their relationships. And then number 3, it also all depends on your climate and the location at which you are on Earth's surface and at what time of the year you're there. For my first reason as to why humans are not the main cause for global warming is because the Earth goes through natural cooling and warming phases. An article by Ranko Goik called A Review of Climate Change, Mitigation and Adaptation describes what global warming is in the first place and why it's been covered so highly by media. And then it gives both sides, both viewpoints of people that do believe that humans are the main cause and then people who don't believe that humans are the main cause. The author of this article then goes more into deeper depth and gives more reason as to why Earth's natural pattern changes all the time. For example, before any living organism, it was a ball of fire, so obviously it was very hot, and then as time progresses, it started to cool down more, it started to develop water and plants and some organisms like that, but then it hit the Ice Age, and then from the Ice Age, it hit a natural warming pattern, and depending on what time period you are in Earth's history, also depends on how hot or how cool Earth's climate is. The second reason is natural disasters. An online source from MSN claims that wildfires, tornado, hurricanes, and earthquakes are really big causes for climate change. The author Andrew Lisa describes that wildfires, obviously as the fire is spreading and as the fire is live, it is progressing the heat in Earth's atmosphere, but it also releases CO2, which is carbon dioxide, which releases that into the air, and then the atmosphere can't process the greenhouse gas, which in turn heats up the Earth's atmosphere. And then as for tornadoes, usually tornadoes are caused by an inconsistency in the atmosphere, so it can be hot and it can be cold, and so tornadoes form and then they cool down the Earth's atmosphere, which put it through a cooling phase. And then hurricanes obviously disrupt the Earth's atmosphere with water and moisture in the air, and that occurs in very humid and tropical areas. And then earthquakes can also disrupt, because usually with earthquakes it brings heat from the core of the Earth, from all the magma and things. It brings that up, and it can also heat the Earth. And then the third and final reason as to why humans do not cause global warming is because of the location and the climate. A periodical by UN Chronicle describes how America is the number 1 country right now that is, spinning this whole climate change and global warming pandemic into oblivion, pretty much. And we like to use media to make things worse, and so it all just depends on location. And because people in Europe and in Asia, they aren't as concerned and they aren't as invested in this problem as America is. So it all depends on your location of the Earth, and then also the climate. For example, Australia right now is going through summer as we are going through winter, so they're obviously experiencing more heat than we are, and vice versa. And Europe is experiencing different climates than South America is, and things like that. So you can't pinpoint global warming for the entire Earth. You have to go location by location to pinpoint. Today I tried to convince you that humans are not the main cause for global warming. I gave you 3 reasons as to why, and those 3 reasons are: 1, Earth goes through natural warming and cooling phases such as the Ice Age. 2, there are natural disasters such as tornadoes, wildfires, hurricanes, and earthquakes that disrupt the homeostasis of Earth's atmosphere. And 3, it all depends on your location and the climate of your location as to how hot or how cool the atmosphere in which you live in is. Thank you.